Hey, welcome back for another adventure. A few weeks ago, I posted a video about learning the skew chisel, and I made a wooden whistle, and it turned out really, really well. So I decided to make a batch of them to take to the arts and crafts shows. And this last weekend, I was at the Azalea Festival in Valdosta, Georgia, and people loved my whistles. So I didn't get a chance to really do a good video, but I had this footage of me finishing all these whistles, and you can see the big pile of them there in the bowl. Had a lot of fun turning these things. Every one is a little bit different, different lengths, different diameters. Just, it was a great practice of doing different designs and messing with the skew and with my other chisels. So this video is all about finishing. And, we don't see a lot of finishing videos online. I don't know, maybe I just don't look for them. But thought I'd just post this of me finishing all these whistles. All of these whistles are done in maple, and as you know, maple doesn't take stain really well, but I think it gives a good finish. It's not consistent, it's blotchy, it looks a little rustic. I kind of like that. I like the look. If you notice, I'm not leaving the stain on for a real long time. I'm actually trying to get that blotchiness. And worked pretty well. Used multiple colors of stain on the whistles, just randomly picking ones out, doing half a dozen or so in each color. So I don't know what to say about this video. It may be kind of boring for some of you guys. I don't know. This is almost an hour of video. I may speed it up and at least double time it to make it a little less boring. But this is a video. Put it on in the background while you're doing something else and glance over it and see how my whistles are going. And you can also take a look and see all the different designs that I did. Maybe it'll give you some ideas for some whistles or things that you want to do. A lot of the designs could be incorporated into table legs or chair legs or other things. And for those of you that like to click away from my videos, stick around to the end. I've got some exciting news. There's some things happening with the shop and with my life, and I'm going to kind of give you a little preview of that down toward the end of this video. So sit back, relax, and enjoy, and we'll talk to you in a little bit. Well, we've jumped into triple time mode here. An hour of this I thought was just way too boring and nobody would stick around. So we got it down to about 23 minutes all the way through. So just realize, actually I'm on a whole bunch of caffeine and this is actually normal speed and I'm just doing it really fast. The stains that I use, I pick up at Home Depot and Lowe's. Every time I go to those stores, I always jump into the clearance areas. Lowe's kind of hides theirs in the back, and they throw everything together. Home Depot, they have it at the end caps in the middle row. Also, in the paint department, they also have their Oops paint. I buy the stain and paint for pennies on the dollar. I mean, I can get a quart of paint for $2. Gallons are $10. And I don't know if you realize it, but you can take water-based paint, mix it down with water, thin it way out, and get a good stain out of it. You can do the same thing with oil-based paints. But I find a lot of stains in the clearance too. Picked up a couple pints, I think it is, or quarts of butcher block stain, food safe, for a third of the regular price. Guys, that's how you save money doing woodworking. I see so much, everybody's complaining. They don't understand how people can sell stuff so cheap. And it's because they're finding stuff on sale or wood even for free. And I get a lot of my wood for free or almost free. I haunt Facebook Marketplace. People cut down trees and they're looking to get rid of the logs, and I go pick them up. Yes, you gotta let them sit for a year, or you have to have a way to dry them. And I don't know if I showed that in one of my videos, but all the small stuff, I dry it in a food dehydrator. You can also use your oven, and I've seen people dry wood in a microwave. I don't know how well that works. Haven't tried it yet. I've got a microwave maybe we'll put in the shop and try it and see how it works. And I'll let you know. We'll try the 3 different methods, see which one works the best. So go to your stores. Shoot, I hit Lowe's, Home Depot, Menards once a week. Look in their clearance sections and start picking this stuff up. You can save a ton of money by doing that. Also, if you can find damaged wood, if we're doing little things like this, these whistles start out as about an 1.5 inch by 1.5 inch block, about 8-10 inches long. So I can take some damaged wood and get good pieces out of it. And when I'm getting the wood for pennies on the dollar, it's well worth it. You can always figure out little projects to make. And if you're doing arts and crafts shows or farmers markets, it's the small items that sell. It's nice to have a few big expensive pieces, but from $5 to about $30 seems to be the sweet spot of what you're going to sell. So you have to figure out how to get your costs down as low as possible to make money. And then it comes down to how much you're paying for the show. If I try to stay under $100, $125 for a show, depending on if it's 1 or 2 days. So I don't have to sell a lot of product to break even or to make money. And that's the trick with any business, is keep your expenses as low as possible. I mentioned I just got back from the Azalea Festival. It was supposed to be a 2-day event, but We had bad storms moving in early Sunday morning, and everybody pulled out Saturday night. So it was a one-day event. It was, I think, $80, and we did okay. It was busy for the one day. It would have been a phenomenal show if we would have had that second day and equaled what we sold the first day. But I'm still learning, still trying to figure out what sells good at the shows. Sold a few whistles, but a lot of parents, because of how loud they are, wouldn't buy them for their kids, even though their kids wanted them. But we did well with the bowls, the mushrooms, serving trays, things like that. Playing with different products to see what sells. Bought the laser, and that we're going to start taking to the shows so we can custom engrave, personalize items right on the spot at the shows. That seems to be what people want from Craftsman. Something they can't buy in a regular store. So we're going to fill that need. And wish you luck doing your projects. Here's some purple stain that I bought. I love purple. It's probably my favorite color, and stumbled on this can of purple stain. I think it was $3. Stick around till the end and check out the purple whistles. Tell me what you think about them. Leave a comment. Let's get a conversation going. I do respond to every comment that comes in. So we're about halfway through here. I'm going to shut up for a little bit and let you watch me stain some whistles. I told you I was going to give you some updates of some upcoming things, some exciting news. So here's the things. Number one, I am expanding my shop. Over the winter, I was using my living room as my finishing area, and I made a huge mess, and my wife, needless to say, was not real happy that I took over her living room, and she threw me out. And as you can see in this video, I'm back in the shop doing my finishing, which works. The problem is, once I've got wet finish, be it stain, varnish, or epoxy, I can't do any woodworking. I'm stuck. I have to wait for that stuff to dry or set up. And as you know, epoxy in the cooler weather where I'm working right now takes a couple days. So it really limits what I can do in the shop. Well, there's been some changes here at the household. For the last 5 years, I have had a friend living in my basement. There's a finished room down there. And some changes in his life. He has ended up moving to Arizona. So he came back last week and moved out. So I have a room in the basement that my wife has agreed will make a great finishing area for me, so I don't have to use her living room anymore. So we're going to get to work doing some cleaning, doing some upgrades down there, and that room is big enough I can split it in two sections. One section is going to be for finishing. The other section is going to be for my photography, taking pictures of all my products to post online. I opened a Go Imagine shop and a Reverb shop. Nothing up there yet because I haven't had any place to take pictures. The workshop's too small, and I've been threatened with bodily harm if I do anything in the living room. So we're going to get that going. So we'll have finishing on one side, photography on the other side. And also, if you've followed along with my videos, you know I bought a little laser. And the same thing with that, you don't want it out in the shop in the environment with all the dust. So that laser is going to get set up down in the basement also. And it's a pretty good sized room. I don't know, it's about 12 by 20. So should work real well. I'll give you actual dimensions once we get into it. So hit that subscribe button, hit that bell notification if you're interested in seeing me update that room and move in and just more of the shop upgrade so you can get those videos. I would really, really appreciate it. I'm trying to grow this channel and get it big enough that maybe I can get this thing monetized and make a couple dollars to throw back into the channel. You know, it'd be nice to buy some better camera equipment, some better sound equipment, so I can do better videos for you guys. So please consider that. You know, it doesn't cost anything, and it really helps you guys in the mobile realm to make sure you see my videos and don't miss them. You know I'm not the most energetic YouTuber out there. Still trying to find my footing. But I think, give you guys some good tips and tricks and some ideas for your own shops and your own projects. So that's one piece of exciting news. The other piece of exciting news is I am in the process of buying a new shop truck. And we'll do a tour of that. No, it's not a new one. It's an oldie bitty goodie. And I'll show that to you in an upcoming video and tell you why I bought it. So stick around for that one too. So here's some of the whistles all finished. What I didn't record is spraying the lacquer on these things. I just bought a couple rattle cans of lacquer that I found in the clearance at Home Depot, and I put a couple coats of lacquer on them. I think they turned out pretty well. Tell me what you think in the comments. Do you like the blotchiness of how they came out? I think they look great, but tell me what you think. And remember, hit that subscribe button. I'd really appreciate it. And leave a comment. Tell me what you think. Did you get any ideas from this? You can see all the different designs that I did. So anyway, have a great week, and we'll see you soon.